Parker. Deep corner on the right side. Now out high it goes, back to Parker over on the left side. Parker finds Anglin, top of the key. He comes down the lane against Pointer. He missed the shot. We've got a foul. And they're going to say that Alex Anglin was fouled on his way to the bucket, and he'll have 2 free throws here for the Wildcats. We're just scoreless, just underway in the game. Dustin Burford called for his first foul.
Yeah, Jeff really wants to avoid getting Dustin Burford some early fouls. We've seen him early on at the beginning of the season getting foul trouble. That's not what they want to see early on here.
Free throw is missed by Alex Anglin. So we still await for our first points of the ball game here. Anglin will get the second here from the foul line for the Wildcats. Second free throw in the air is also missed. The rebound grabbed by Jeff. And Richardson brings the ball into the front court for the Broncos, sends it left wing to Munoz. The Wildcats start out in a zone defense. Right wing with it, Hinkle, top of the key to Richardson. Now left wing to Munoz, back out high to Richardson. Right back to Munoz on the wing. Now Dallas with the ball. It goes right wing to Hinkle as the Broncos try to attack the zone. Richardson with it left wing. Back to Hinkle. Hinkle sends it far corner to Pointer. He comes down the baseline, fires a 15-footer. No. Rebound to Parker for the Wildcats. Into the front court to Anglin. He's baseline right with it, sends it outside to Wood. Wood, pull-up jumper from the foul line. Off the mark, rebound inside to Anglin of the Wildcats. Missed the putback try. Another rebound for the Wildcats. It's Polk. His putback try is good, and he was fouled. So Eddie Polk will have a chance to give the Wildcats a 3-0 lead here from the charity stripe. Offensive rebound's a problem on this trip for the Broncos. The Wildcats got a couple, and they have a chance at a 3-point play. As the foul was called against Dallas Richardson, his first. Team second. At the line, Eddie Polk for the Wildcats. His free throw in the air is short. Rebound grabbed by Pointer for the Broncos. To Richardson, and he's into the front court. Off to Hinkle. Hinkle top of the key. Bounces right wing to Richardson against the Wildcat 2-3 zone. Hinkle with it. Right wing to Richardson. Richardson on the dribble. Pull-up jumper right wing is buried by Dallas. Broncos are on the board, and we're tied at 2. 6:30 to go first quarter. Jeff full court pressure. Wood with the ball in the backcourt, and he steps out of bounds. Wildcat turnover there first. Jeff will get it back in a tie ball game at 2. And Brad Pointer will inbound in the front court in front of the Kokomo bench. Now we've got a conversation between two officials. And I don't know what the conference is over, but it's Jeff Ball. Now I guess they're going to change where Pointer will inbound the ball. It's more up towards the baseline now, but he's still on the sideline. Tied at 2, 6:26 to go. Pointer inbounds to Richardson. Richardson between the circles, top of the key on the dribble. Sends it right wing to Hinkle. Back to Richardson, top of the key, left wing to Munoz. Now Richardson, he penetrates. Pitches to Hinkle, 3-ball, right wing is off the mark. We've got a scramble for the rebound. Touched out of bounds last by Hinkle of the Broncos. Back to Kokomo. 6:11 to go first quarter. We're tied at 2. Full court pressure by the Broncos. Parker inbounds. He gets it into Polk. Polk will bring the ball into the front court, guarded by Hinkle. Far sideline now to Parker. Parker brings it out high by the timeline, guarded by Richardson. Gets it off to Jack Hinks, the center. Hinks dishes the ball, and now we've got a traveling violation against Kokomo. Brandon Wood will be called for a violation, and Kokomo's turned it over. Now check that, a foul. It's actually an offensive foul. Going to go against Jack Hinks. His first foul. Illegal screen. Yeah, Hinks set a pick down there, and he moved his foot with a moving screen. It's pretty obvious the refs are going to call that most times. Still tied at 2, 5:50 to go first quarter. Front court with the ball, Munoz for the Broncos. 2-3 zone defensively for the Wildcats. Far corner, launching a 3 is Richardson. It's no good. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Parker of Kokomo. He's into the front court. Right wing, and he gets it off to Anglin. Baseline right. Anglin in the lane. That's Wood with the ball, and he puts it in. Little jumper in the lane, good. Brandon Wood with 2, Kokomo 4, Jeff 2. On the other end, the Broncos have the ball. Burford with it, top of the key, off to Hinkle. Now to Pointer. Right wing to Richardson. Ball kicked out of bounds by Kokomo's Polk. Jeff will inbound far sideline, down 4-2. Pointer with the inbounds pass for the Broncos. Into Richardson. Richardson dribbles between the circles as they look to attack the 2-3. Right wing to Hinkle. And that ball kicked out of bounds again by Kokomo, so Jeff will again inbound on the far sideline, down 4-2. Pointer with the inbounds pass again. Into Burford, now to Richardson. Richardson with the ball, left wing to Munoz, back to Richardson, right wing to Hinkle. Now Dallas with the ball, and he traveled. One Bronco turnover, that's their first of the ball game, and it's very clear, Nick, that the Wildcats in this 2-3 zone want to try and stop the penetration of Dallas Richardson.
Yeah, and that's tough. Dallas, wanting to get a quick step on him to get around the zone, and unfortunately traveled there.
Timeout called by head coach Scott Bunnell. The Broncos on the far sideline in the backcourt with Polk. He gets it into Joseph Parker. Parker will dribble into the front court, guarded by Richardson. Off to Wood. Wood comes down the lane. Bounce pass to Anglin. Anglin pulls it out to the wing. Now he drives inside. A layup attempt by, actually it's Eddie Polk. Eddie Polk on that bucket. He's got 4 of the 6. 6-2 Kokomo. Broncos back up the floor with it. Right wing is Hinkle. Top of the key to Richardson. He fires a 3. Got it. Dallas with all 5 Bronco points, and Jeff trails by 1, 6-5. Full court pressure. Wood with the ball in backcourt. Wood into the front court. Sends it off to Parker. Parker out by the timeline now, guarded by Richardson. Back to Wood, left wing. Guarded closely by Munoz. Top of the key to Anglin. Now Parker with it. Parker's pass is intercepted by Brad Pointer for Jeff. Still the tempo. And finds Richardson left wing, and Dallas travels. So the Broncos turn it over quickly there and give it right back to Kokomo. And score favors Kokomo 6-5. 3:58 to go first quarter. 3 turnovers for the Wildcats, 2 for the Broncos. Eddie Polk inbounding in the backcourt for the Wildcats against Bronco pressure into Parker. Parker will dribble it into the front court, closely guarded by Richardson. Parker gives off to Polk right wing. He comes inside on the drive and is fouled on his way to the bucket. No free throw attempts here. The Wildcats will take it out of bounds as the foul was called against Darren Hinkle, his first, team's third. Substitution for the Broncos. Blaine Koger comes in as well as Miles Robinson. Hinkle and Burford will take a seat on the Bronco bench. Eddie Polk inbounding baseline right in the front court for the Wildcats. Into Wood. He launches a 3 on the left wing. It's no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go over to Jeff with 3:42 to go first quarter, and Jeff trailing by 1, 6-5.
And that was really the first open look Kokomo's had at a 3. Jeff's definitely turned up the defense, getting up in the opponent's face, not preventing any easy 3s that hurt him last night.
Kokomo stays in the zone defense. Broncos had 13 threes hit against them last night by the Millers. On the baseline here is Robinson, and he lost the ball out of bounds. Bronco turnover, their third. So the Kokomo zone giving Jeff some problems here in the first quarter. Parker inbounds to Anglin. Anglin will race it into the front court. Stopping over on the far sideline. Looks for help. Hands off to Parker. 6-5 Kokomo. 3:15 to go first quarter. Parker on the dribble. This is off to Anglin left wing. Inside on the baseline to Hinks. Back to Anglin left wing. And now off to Wood. Way out high by the timeline. Now Parker with it right wing. Here's a 3 ball. Anglin right wing. He hit it. Alex Anglin with his first points, and Kokomo leads 9-5. And the Broncos turn it over in the front court. And we had confusion that time, Nick, between Richardson and Koger, and the Broncos throw it away.
Yeah, those are the mistakes Coach Bunnell was talking about in the pregame show. They just can't do that, and they're starting to dig themselves in a hole down 4 early.
Hinkle comes back into the Bronco lineup, and Cesar Munoz goes to the bench. Kokomo ball, they lead 9-5. 2:50 to go first quarter. Parker with the ball in the backcourt for the Wildcats. And he's continuing the hawk by Richardson as he brings it into the front court. Now off the Polk, top of the key, the right wing it goes. It's Anglin with it, now to Hinks. Left sideline to Parker. Pull-up jumper, 16-footer, no good. A rebound and a putback underneath there by Eddie Polk. He's got 6 points, and now all of a sudden the Kokomo Wildcats are hurting him inside off of Robson. Kokomo's built an early 6-point lead. Again, with a zone defense has really been the catalyst to try and stymie the Jeff offense, and Kokomo stays in that zone. Richardson with it in the front court, off to Hinkle, right wing, back to Dallas, top of the key. Left wing to Coker. Skip pass to Hinkle, right wing. Now Dallas with it top of the key. Left wing to Coker. Top of the key again to Dallas. Right wing to Hinkle. Hinkle drives the baseline. He's double teamed down there. Needs help. Finds Richardson on the right wing. Dallas dribbles towards the top of the key. Sends it to Coker on the left wing. Back to Dallas. Richardson comes down the right side of the lane. His runner no good. Weak side rebound to Robinson. A putback and a foul. Miles Robinson got great rebounding position. Put it in, and it drew a foul. He's got a chance at a three-point play. Alex Anglin, the foul, his first, team foul number 2 on Kokomo. If Robinson can make the free throw, it'll be a 3-point lead for the Wildcats. Free throw by Miles Robinson, no good. Rebound to Hinks for Kokomo. Into the front court comes Kokomo with it. It's Anglin with it, off to Wood. Top of the key now to Parker. The Broncos have now gone zone. They're in a 2-3 zone. Wood with it out of the timeline, sends it far sideline to Parker, and he stops and sends it right wing to Anglin. Anglin puts it on the floor. Left wing to Wood. He drives the left baseline, fires a runner. It's no good. Rebound tipped around, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Kokomo's Hinks. Back to Jeff, and they'll come with a substitution. Dustin Burford checks in, replacing Robinson. 1:31 to go, opening quarter. The scoreboard reads Kokomo 11, Jeff 7. Richardson crosses the half-court line for the Broncos into the front court. Kokomo stays in the 2-3. Right wing with it, Darren Hinkle. Off to Richardson, top of the key. Right back to Hinkle on the wing. He shoots a long 3. It's no good. Rebound tipped out to Hinkle. Out of the half-court line. Now Richardson with it. Left corner to Coger. Back to Dallas. Off to Hinkle now, top of the key. High post to Pointer, and he put his head down and traveled. 5 Bronco turnovers now here in the first quarter. Kokomo ball up by 4, 11-7. And Parker will bring the ball across the half-court line this time for the Wildcats. Broncos stay in the 2-3 zone defensively. Parker with it far sideline. Off the Wood far corner. And back to Parker out high top of the key as they try to attack the zone. Anglin with it, right wing. He gives off to Polk. Back to Anglin top of the key. Left wing to Parker. Parker on the dribble far sideline. Off to Wood. Inside to Polk, top of the key. Parker, he shoots a long 3. He drained it. Joseph Parker with his first points, 14-7 Kokomo. Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Front court with it, Coger. Baseline left to Pointer, back to Coger, top of the key to Richardson, now right wing to Hinkle. 16 seconds to go in the quarter. Richardson with the top of the key. Dishes to Coger. Coger to Hinkle, right wing. Baseline right to Burford, inside to Pointer. Ball knocked away by Kokomo. Here they come, into the front court. Polk comes down the lane and lays it in. Eddie Polk with 8 first quarter points, and Jeff will not get a shot off here before the end of the first quarter. First quarter dominated by the visitors from Kokomo to find a way to get something done offensively against the zone defense here against Kokomo.
Yeah, definitely give Kokomo credit. This zone defense has just taken away every open option the Broncos have, and they've struggled offensively with only 7 points after the first quarter.
And they struggled defensively as well, too, giving up 16 points. Jeff with the ball. Right wing with it front court, launching a 3. Dallas Richardson. It's no good. Rebound to Polk of Kokomo. Leaping rebound. Off to Parker, and he'll dribble it into the front court for the Wildcats. Right wing with it, Anglin, guarded closely by Munoz. Out high to Parker. Left wing to Wood. Broncos stay in a zone defense. Anglin, he'll drive the right baseline, and we've got a whistle, a stoppage of play. Coach Bunnell wanted a charge called against Anglin. I don't think that's going to be the case here. Bronco foul. Going to go against Darren Hinkle, his second. And Blaine Coger will check in into the Bronco lineup. Looks like we've got a scoreboard malfunction as the scoreboard has gone dead here at the Crowley Center. So we'll have to try and keep the score manually. Now it's back on now. Hinkle did indeed go to the bench, replaced by Coger. Inbounding baseline right for Kokomo. Eddie Polk into Anglin. Back to Polk on the baseline. Down low to Hinks. And he turns and travels. Good defense there by Pointer as he stood his ground and forced that turnover.
Yeah, Jeff collapsed down, double team down low, and Hinks had nowhere to go and took the extra step, got called for traveling.
4 Kokomo turnovers. Jeff ball front court. Munoz with it, off to Koger. Koger's pass deflected out of bounds by Polk, and even though the Wildcats in the zone defense, Nick, doing a pretty good job of jumping in the passing lanes, knocking balls away.
I'll tell you what, it seems like Kokomo doesn't like our show band. That's about the 3rd ball they've knocked in the stands.
Jeff keeps the ball. Richardson with it. Left wing to Munoz. 2-3 zone by Kokomo. Right wing now to Koger. Jeff trails by 9, 16-7. Here's a Kokomo steal. Into the front court, Anglin. Anglin in the lane, and we've got contact. A charge called against Alex Anglin, a player control foul, and that's his 2nd personal foul. Coaching staff for Kokomo didn't like the call. Jeff gets it back, though. Coach Baumgartner wants an explanation from the official. He gets it, and then he'll retreat to the bench. Jeff trails by 9, 16-7. Try to get closer on this trip. Front court with it. Koger right wing. Top of the key to Richardson. Now left wing to Munoz. Munoz back to Dallas and right wing to Koger. Richardson with it. Pull-up jumper, 18-footer, top of the key is no good. Rebound grabbed by Polk, and he really can leap. Here comes Parker into the front court for the Wildcats. Far sideline to Wood. Inside to Polk, and he'll lay it in. A backdoor pass underneath to Polk. He's got 10 points. Kokomo leads by 11, 18-7.
Yeah, great job on the guard up top, realizing that he had the size advantage over Cesar Munoz and dumped it in for the easy layup.
Front court, Munoz with the ball, left wing, top of the key to Richardson, right wing to Koger. He'll shoot a 3 ball, and it's no good. Rebound out of Pointer inside, and he's fouled on the putback try. So good job by Pointer to grab that rebound, and I think Brad may have earned 2 free throws. We'll see if he's ruled in the act of shooting. Foul called on Jack Hinks, his 2nd. Now the officials will say the Broncos will take it out of bounds here. Pointer inbounding baseline right into Koger. Right wing to Richardson. On the baseline to Pointer, and he's fouled again on his way to the bucket. And if that's against Jack Hinks, the center, he's just picked up his 3rd foul. That's the case. Jack Hinks, the center for the Wildcats, he's not scored in the game, but they're going to lose some size inside. Not really in height, but maybe bulk-wise, as number 54, Josh Gard, checks in. Pointer inbounding into Koger. Right wing to Richardson over on the far sideline. Back to Koger. Left wing to Munoz. He drives the baseline. Double team. He lost the ball. Here's another Kokomo steal. Quickly up the floor they come. Pull-up jumper on the baseline by Wood. No good. Rebound to Jeff. Richardson up the far sideline into the front court. Tries to come down the lane. No look pass underneath to Munoz, and Caesar lays it in. Caesar with 2. It's 18-9, and there's a way to attack the zone, Nick. Just race down the floor and don't allow him to set up.
Yeah, exactly.
Kokomo ball. They have a 9-point lead into the front court. Anglin with it. Off to Parker. He backs it out towards the half-court line. Just back into a man-to-man defense. Anglin with it. Baseline right. Top of the key to Wood. He comes down the lane. A little runner in the lane is no good. His tip-up try no, and now we get an over-the-back call against Kokomo's Josh Gard. That'll be his 1st foul. Team foul number 6 against the Wildcats. 5:22 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Kokomo leads 18-9 against the Jeff Broncos. Both teams have scored a single bucket here in the quarter. Richardson will bring the ball into the front court for the Broncos as Kokomo stays in that 2-3 zone. Pointer with the far sideline. Top of the key, Munoz. Left wing to Richardson. Richardson on the dribble. He finds Furford now way out high. Right wing to Munoz. Off the Pointer, top of the key. Back to Munoz on the right wing. He shoots a 3, and Caesar hit it. Munoz with all 5 points in the quarter for Jeff. Lead cut down to 6, 18-12.
Yeah, that's the way you got to beat the zone defense. You got to shoot the ball well, and Jeff struggled with that, but hopefully they can pick it up there with Cesar Munoz.
Anglin with the ball, front court for the Wildcats, off to Parker. Way out high, top of the key, guarded closely by Richardson. Now off to Polk, and a traveling violation called against Eddie Polk. 6 Wildcat turnovers. so Jeff can get this down to 4 or perhaps 3 on this trip. Richardson with the ball. Comes into the front court. Of course, handles the point guard duties for the Broncos. Top of the key to Pointer. Pointer wants to drive. Comes down the lane and missed the shot. Rebound to Polk for the Wildcats. Off to Parker. Parker into the front court. He handles the point guard duties for the Wildcats. Now it's Wood with it. Out top of the key, guarded by Munoz very closely. Wood comes down the lane. Pull-up jumper in the lane is way off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds back to Jeff. So Jeff's defense a little better here in the last couple of trips. Kokomo's taking some tough shots and have not been able to score here of late. Jeff down by 6. They're in the front court. Pointer with the top of the key. Far sideline to Richardson. Back to Pointer. Pointer takes a step and is called for travel. 9 Bronco turnovers. Kokomo inbound in the backcourt against full court pressure by the Broncos. Parker inbounding. Gets it into Anglin. And Anglin's going to bring it up the floor against Pointer. Anglin into the front court. Bounces far sideline to Parker. Parker will set up the offense, top of the key. Left wing to Anglin. Anglin in the lane. Pull-up jumper by Alex. Good. He's got 5. 20-12. Kokomo leads. Jeff quickly up the floor. Koger 3-ball, far corner off the mark. Rebound on the floor. Grabbed by Parker of Kokomo. Parker finds Wood right wing. Off to Anglin, baseline right, out high to Wood, now to Parker, who sets up the offense top of the key. Richardson, the defensive assignment there. Parker bounces to Wood. And we've got a holding foul called against Cesar Munoz, his first foul. 4th team foul against the Broncos. 3:17 to go first half. Kokomo leads 20-12. And Eddie Polk will inbound near sideline here in the front court. Into Parker, baseline right, fires an 18-footer, drained it. Parker with 5, 22-12. Kokomo on top, quickly up the floor. Jeff, Pointer with it, comes down the lane, and he's fouled. 17 fouls now against the Wildcats, and Brad Pointer will earn himself a 1-and-1 here. Foul charged against Joseph Parker, his first. A slow start to the ball game, Nick, for Brad Pointer. He's not scored. Of course, I think the zone defense has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to get it down into your big men when you're forced to just pass it around up top.
Pointer will look to break into the scorebooks here from the foul line. His free throw is no good. Rebound to Kokomo. Polk grabbed another rebound. Here's a lob pass and guard from Wood, and guard had it go off his fingertips out of bounds. A good idea by Kokomo, but the big man couldn't hang on. 7 Kokomo turnovers. Jeff still down by 10. They have the ball, front court. Richardson with it. Right wing to Pointer. Far sideline Koger, top of the key Munoz, off to Richardson. He fires a 3 in the near corner, and it's good. Dallas Richardson with 8, 22-17 now. Jeff gets back within 7. Parker with the ball, front court for the Wildcats. Off the guard at the high post. Far sideline to Anglin. Anglin guarded by Pointer. Anglin puts the ball on the floor. He's top of the key. He tries a pass down low. It's tipped, and we've got a over-the-back call against guard of Kokomo. So he's picked up 2. The 2 centers for Kokomo. Josh Guard has 2, and Jack Hinks has 3. And that's the 8th team foul. So again, a 1-and-1 here at the other end now for the Jeff Broncos. Cesar Munoz will shoot the free throws. Jeff down by 7. They can make it a 5-point game if they hit a couple free throws here. Cesar Munoz in the game with 5 points. Jeff has outscored Kokomo here in the quarter 8-6. And they've done it primarily with a couple free throws. Dallas Richardson hit one just a moment ago, and Cesar Munoz also hit one. And now we've got a lengthy conference out on the floor amongst all 3 referees. And I'm not sure what it's over. One of the officials is going to come over and have a conversation with Scott Bunnell. I think what they may be saying here, Nick, is that perhaps a player control foul and it won't be a one-on-one situation for Jeff. I think that's what the discussion's over. Now the discussion continues. While it continues, let's thank our sponsors, Bob Berman Auto Group, Homeworks, Lafayette Life Insurance, Stanley Steamer, and Unity Healthcare. Yeah, they're going to give the ball to Jeff in the backcourt. There won't be free throws here. Player control foul against Josh Gard. And we still have the conversation that continues here with the officials as they're explaining the call to both head coaches. Now I believe we're ready to get the ball game back underway with Kokomo on top 22-15 with 2:23 to go here before halftime. Richardson with the ball. He'll bring it into the front court against the Kokomo zone. Left wing with it, Munoz. Top of the key to Pointer. Pointer wants to drive, sends it left wing to Munoz. Back to Pointer. Far sideline to Koger. Now top of the key to Munoz. Far sideline to Richardson. Dallas on the dribble, finds Pointer on the left wing. Pointer to Burford, high post, and right wing to Richardson. He launches a three and hits again. Dallas shooting touch coming alive here in the quarter. He's got 6 in the quarter, 11 in the game. And the lead cut down to 4, 22-18.
Yeah, once again, you can absolutely pick apart a zone defense if you can shoot the ball like that from the outside. Jeff struggled early on and picking it up now from the outside.
Kokomo ball, front court. Parker with it out by the half-court line. And if Jeff can continue to hit the 3 ball, it'll be interesting to see if Coach Baumgartner will stay in the zone for the Wildcats. Wood with it for our sideline. On the baseline, off the guard. And now it's Anglin with the ball, top of the key, guarded by Pointer. 1:20 to go first half. Kokomo leading by 4. Wood with it, top of the key. He's double-teamed out by the half-court line. Sends it right wing to Parker. Out high to Wood. Far sideline to Anglin. Anglin on the dribble. He wants to drive down the lane. Anglin tripped, and the shot actually hit the rim. Rebound to Jeff. Richardson quickly up the floor. Pull-up jumper from the foul line by Dallas. No good. Rebound to Kokomo. Wood. Long lead pass into the front court. Polk, baseline left, missed the shot. We've got a rebound tip by Anglin, and we've got a foul going to go against Kokomo. And I think Anglin got whistled for that foul. That's going to be the call, and that's Alex Anglin's 3rd foul. So the foul's starting to mount against Kokomo here in the first half. We got 2 starters with 3 fouls. Anglin stays in. Kokomo's substitution. Alston Andrews comes in replacing Joseph Parker.
Yeah, this being only their 3rd game, that's not a surprise to still see a lot of fouls like that. But surprisingly, a lot of them coming on the offensive end, not much on the defense.
1-1 for Jeff. Dallas Richardson at the foul line. He's got 11 of the 18 Bronco points. His first free throw of the game, and it is good. He got the roll. 3-point lead now for Kokomo, 22-19. We've got 51 seconds to go in the quarter. And Justin Pugh comes into the Kokomo lineup. And he's replaced by, or Alex Anglin will go to the bench. Pugh replaces him. Second free throw is no good by Dallas. Rebound to guard for Kokomo. Here come the Cats into the front court with it. Is Andrews. Andrews the point guard now. Right wing to Pugh. Pugh on the dribble. Stop. Top of the key to Wood. 36 seconds to go in the half. Here's Polk. He drives inside and a foul. Got a pushing foul called from behind against Jeff's Blaine Koger. His first. Team 6. So Kokomo inbound on the baseline here with Eddie Polk. He's the leading scorer in the game for Kokomo with 10. 33 seconds to go. Kokomo leads 22-19. Polk inbounding. Pass deflected. Retrieved by Alston. And he sends a pass underneath the guard, and it's too far for guard, out of bounds. So 9 Kokomo turnovers.
Yeah, sloppy play really starting to catch up Kokomo here as Jeff's closed the lead down to 3 here with just about 30 seconds to go.
Now Jeff can play for 1 here if they choose. 23 seconds to go in the half. Kokomo in that zone, so Jeff probably elect to play for 1 as Dallas dribbles the ball out by the half-court line. waiting for Kokomo to come out of that zone and come guard him man-to-man. If not, he's going to take the final shot, perhaps. Richardson with the ball. 6 seconds to go. Top of the key. Dallas bounces left wing to Munoz. Fires a three. He missed it, but we've got a foul. A foul called against Kokomo's Justin Pugh with 2.7 seconds to go. And that was going to be a very tough shot for Munoz, and he's going to get 3 free throws here with 2.7 to go in the quarter. Pugh's first foul. 10th team foul against Kokomo. 3 free throws for Munoz. His first free throw is no good. Caesar with 5 points in the game, all of them in this quarter. They'll get 2 more opportunities. And Kokomo almost assuredly will take the halftime lead now as Munoz makes the second of 3. Substitution for Jeff. Jay Hodges comes in replacing Dallas Richardson. 22-20, Kokomo leads. The third free throw coming here for Munoz. We've got 2.7 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Free throw is missed by Munoz. Rebound on the floor. It'll go out of bounds with 0.7 seconds to go. Touched last by Jeff. Munoz made 1 of 3. Kokomo ball with 0.7 to go, having to go the length of the floor. There is enough time to get a shot off. Polk will inbound, and they're not going to attempt a shot. They inbound to Alston Andrews, and he just holds the ball. Our halftime score, Kokomo leads, Jeff. He's double teamed. He gives off to Anglin over on the far sideline. Anglin on the dribble now. He comes to the left side. He's on the baseline. Pitches way out high to Parker. Parker on the dribble, guarded by Richardson, and he hands off to Anglin, does Parker. Anglin reverses, comes down the lane, dishes down low to Hinks, and Hinks lays it in. First points for Jack Hinks, and Kokomo leads 24-20.
Yeah, Kokomo was missing Hinks down low early on because he got foul trouble. He's got 3 fouls right now.
Kokomo in the zone defense as they start the second half. 3-pointer by Munoz is off the mark. Left it short. Rebound to Kokomo. Here comes Parker into the front court for the Wildcats. Out by the half-court line, guarded by Richardson. Parker on the dribble. Sends it right wing to Polk. Far corner to Wood. Guarded by Munoz over there is Wood. Wood reverses the dribble. Comes down the baseline. Cross-court pass to Hinks. Off to Parker. 3-try left wing. It's so good. Rebounding underneath to Hinks. Hinks lost the ball, and it went right to Anglin, and Anglin scores. He's got 7, 26-20 Kokomo. So Kokomo takes a 2-point halftime lead and now leads by 6 with 6:38 to go in the third quarter. Jeff Ball, far sideline Munoz with it. Top of the key Richardson, right wing to Hinkle against the zone. Off the Pointer, top of the key. Pointer puts it on the floor, tries to come down the lane, cut off to Hinkle. Hinkle off to Burford now. Burford sends it near corner to Pointer. Pointer on the baseline, on the dribble. Picked up his dribble, finds Richardson out high. Hinkle with the ball. He drives down the lane, and he is fouled by a Kokomo defender. Foul charge to Brandon Wood of Kokomo, his first Wildcat foul here in the half. 26-20, Kokomo leads it. Jeff with the ball, though. Richardson with the top of the key. He pulls up for 3, and it's no good. Rebound to Polk, and Polk has a ton of rebounds in this game for Kokomo. Front court with it is Wood, right wing. He tries to drive inside, and he is bumped from behind. Bronco foul. It's going to be charged to Cesar Munoz, his second. First team foul here in the half. Polk had 8 rebounds in the first half for Kokomo. Kokomo ball, long 3, left wing by Wood is short. And we've got a rebounding foul going to go, I think, against the Jeff Broncos.
Yeah, it looked like Polk, who's such an athletic player, was going up for another one. And Darren Hinkle just got underneath him and committed the foul.
Third foul against Hinkle. And he's going to check out. He's going to be replaced by Blaine Koger. So the sophomore Koger comes in. Kokomo ball up by 6. Polk inbounds to Parker. He tries a 3 right wing, and the ball got stuck between the basket and the backboard. And Jeff will get the ball. Oh, you don't see that very often. The line drive shot that got wedged right between the basket and the backboard. Jeff ball into the front court. Richardson with it against the 2-3 off the pointer. Now Munoz tries the 3. Left wing, he got it. Caesar now with 9 points. His second 3 of the game. It's a 3-point Kokomo lead, 26-23.
Yeah, Caesar one of the better outside shooters for Jeff, and if Kokomo's going to stick with that zone, Jeff's going to have to rely on his outside shooting night.
Wood with the ball, top of the keeper. Kokomo drives down the lane. His runner in the lane, no. Rebound tipped around, and we get a jump ball call. Held ball situation. Possession arrow favors the Wildcats, who lead at 26-23. A couple Wildcat players did a good job of keeping that ball alive. Burford got his hands on it for Jeff, and we finally had a held ball call. Polk inbounding on the baseline. And the ball slapped out of bounds by Pointer on that inbounds pass by Eddie Polk. Kokomo inbound again on the baseline with Polk. Polk inbounding to Wood, top of the key. Wood off to Parker, and he'll set up the offense out by the half-court line. Parker, far sideline to Anglin. Anglin out high again to Parker. Back to Anglin on the sideline. He launches a 3, and he buried it. Alex Anglin has 5 points in the quarter, 10 in the game. 29-23, Kokomo on top. Front court, Pointer with the ball for Jeff, off to Munoz. Munoz top of the key, finds Richardson right wing. Back to Munoz. Munoz on the dribble, back to Richardson. Right baseline to Koger, down low to Burford, back to Koger, top of the key to Richardson. Now far corner, Pointer going to try a long 3, and he hit it. Brad Pointer, his first point of the game. It's the 3-pointer. 3-point lead for Kokomo, 29-26.
Yeah, I don't think Brad Pointer's necessarily one Coach Bono wants shooting the 3-pointers, but, you know, with the zone defense like that, sometimes you got to pull the trigger, and nice shot by Brad there.
5 threes by the Broncos coming in the last 2 quarters. And it's a Kokomo lead of 3, 29-26. They have the ball. Hinks with it. Left wing to Wood. Tried to penetrate on the baseline, and he's held by Munoz. Munoz has just picked up his 3rd personal foul. So both Munoz and Hinkle, Bronco starters, each with 3 personal fouls. Hinkle already on the bench. We'll see what Coach Funnell does with Munoz.
Yeah, Wood's quickness has really got the Caesar, and he's picked up 3 fouls here.
Looks like Caesar will stay in there. 4:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Kokomo with the ball. Parker with it out by the half-court line. Man-to-man, well, actually looks like zone defense now by Jeff. Inside to Hinks. Out high to Anglin. He's going to launch another 3. Missed this one. Rebound tipped out to Koger. Koger into the front court for Jeff. He comes down the lane. Dishes underneath the Pointer. Pointer lays it in. Boy, great dive and dish by Koger, and Pointer scores. 29-28, Kokomo on top. Kokomo's led all the way pretty much in this one, but it's a perilous lead of a point. And now we're going to get an offensive foul called against the Wildcats. So Jeff can take the lead on this trip. 9 Kokomo turnovers. Eddie Polk with his first personal foul. We'll see if Jeff can grab the lead on this trip. 3:40 to go, 3rd quarter, 29-28 Kokomo. Richardson with the ball. Pulls up for 3, right wing. It's a little long. Rebound grabbed by Anglin of Kokomo. He's double-teamed in the corner and fouled. And I think Burford may have picked up his 2nd personal foul. So that's going to be the case. 14 fouls against the Broncos here in the 2nd half. Kokomo inbound in backcourt, far sideline against pressure, into Parker. Parker in backcourt, Richardson the defensive assignment there. Parker brings it into the front court. Sends it left wing to Wood. Wood tries to drive, lost the ball, picked up by Koger of Jeff. Does a good job of keeping his dribble and finds Richardson. Dallas brings it into the front court. Sends it right wing Munoz, and we've got a blocking foul going to go against Kokomo's Eddie Polk, his 2nd. Third team foul against Kokomo. Jeff will inbound, baseline right front court. Again, looking to grab the lead here on this trip. Pointer with the inbounds pass. Into Burford. Down to Pointer, down low on the block, and he missed the shot. Rebound to Kokomo. Wood with it. Long lead pass to Polk in the front court, and Polk lays it in. Polk beat his man back defensively. He's got 12, 31-28 Kokomo. Broncos in the front court. Munoz with it, off to Richardson. Now right wing to Pointer. He thought about another three, but then sends it to Richardson. Munoz with the ball now. Top of the key, right wing to Pointer. This time he does shoot a three way off the mark. Hit the side of the glass. Rebound to Kokomo. Long pass to Polk in the front court. Off his hands, out of bounds. That's Kokomo's 11th turnover. (31-28). The Wildcats still lead. 2:40 to go, third quarter. Richardson with the ball, walks it into the front court, sends it to Pointer on the right wing against the 2-3 zone by the Wildcats. Back to Richardson. Far sideline to Munoz. Munoz back to Richardson, and the ball goes off the back of Pointer out of bounds for a Bronco turnover, their ninth. .222 to go, third quarter. 31-28 Wildcats. They've got the ball. Number 22, Alston Andrews with it. He's checked back in. He gives it to Anglin, still in the backcourt. Into the front court to Hinkst. Hinkst gives it to Andrews. He's out by the half-court line is Andrews, guarded by Richardson. Right wing to Polk. Polk at the high post to Anglin. He wants to drive inside, and he picked up a foul. Anglin drew a foul against the Broncos. Called against Brad Pointer, his first, team's fifth. Kokomo by 3 and a inbound baseline right with Eddie Polk. Polk into Wood, left wing, guarded by Munoz. Andrews with it now between the circles, top of the key. Andrews on the dribble, back to Wood. Wood driving inside, a little runner in the lane, short, but he drew a foul. This time will be free throws here for the Wildcats. Brandon Wood will shoot 2. As Dustin Burford called for his third foul. Third Broncos starter with 3 fouls now with 1:48 to go, third quarter. Brandon Wood, 2 free throws for the Wildcats. He's got 2 points, and he switched the first one. Those previous 2 points coming way back in the first quarter. Kokomo by 4, 32-28. Wood's second is also good. Here come the Broncos down by 5. They got within 1 earlier in the quarter, but Kokomo back up on top by 5. Koger with it. Right wing, top of the key to Richardson. Far sideline to Munoz. Back to Richardson. Dallas wanted to drive and finds Koger. Koger, far sideline to Munoz. Munoz back to Koger, top of the key, and right back to Munoz. Far corner to Pointer. Pointer on the baseline, wants to drive inside, does Brad. And a reverse layup, good. Athletic move by Pointer. He's got 7 in the quarter, 33-30, Kokomo on top. Pointer, one of 2 Broncos to score in the quarter. 3-point Kokomo lead there in the front court.
Go! You gotta go!
Alston with it, Alston Andrews, top of the key. And we've got a 5-second defensive violation. Is a good smothering defense by the Broncos forces Andrews into a 5-second call, and Kokomo has 13 turnovers.
Andrews had nowhere to go. Dallas Richardson pressured him up top, and then everyone guarded their man down low to prevent any passing lanes.
Under a minute to go, third quarter. Jeff down by 3, 33-30. They've got the ball. Pointer with it. Off to Richardson, top of the key. Back to Pointer, right wing. He comes inside. A little shot is good in the lane, about a 10-footer. Pointer now coming alive in the quarter. He's got 9. 1-point Wildcat lead, 33-32. And it's Andrews with it in the front court, out by the half-court line. Right wing, Wood fires a 3. It's short. Rebound to Polk. He's on the baseline. Put-back try, no good. But Polk was fouled, and they'll shoot 2 free throws here for Kokomo with 27 seconds to go in the quarter. And it's against Dustin Burford. That's his 4th foul. And he picked up two very quickly, Nick, in the last minute of play here in the quarter.
Yeah, that's something, Scott Bundle doesn't want Dustin Burford to do it all for the team. He only had one foul in the first half, and now to pick him up quick like this is definitely going to hurt him.
He's going to snap the check out here with 27 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kokomo with 2 free throws here, leading 33-32. Darren Hinkle will replace Burford in the Jeff lineup, and another conference amongst the officials out here. They've had a lot of conferences here tonight at the Crowley Center. It should be free throws, I would. Well, they said that the scoreboard says that's Burford's 5th foul.
Yeah, I was kind of confused about that too. I wonder if that's what the officials are discussing or not, because I don't think he picked up his 5th. I think that was only his 4th.
I had him unofficially with 4 in the game. Now, apparently we've got a technical foul call because, that was a free throw missed by Polk. They cleared the Broncos off the free throw line. It was either a technical foul or an intentional foul. I don't think it was an intentional foul, as Polk missed them both. And I'm not sure what the official call was. Well, we had a technical foul called. They shot the free throws first off of Burford's foul, and Polk missed them both. Now we shoot the technical. And Wood missed the first. He'll get a second. I'm not sure who the technical foul was called on.
It must have been on Burford if they're going to call that his 5th. I don't know. I mean, he was kind of mad. Coach Bono yelled something to him after he committed that foul, and he was a little upset, but I guess they must have called a T on him.
Yeah, that must have been the case. So Burford is gone then. He picked up a foul against Polk, and then apparently said something to the referee, got whistled for a tech, which I never saw called, and so Burford is out of the game with 27 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Kokomo leads 34-32. They have the ball. It's Parker with it, top of the key. He hands off to Anglin, far sideline. 18 seconds to go. Anglin on the drive, cut off by Munoz, out high to Wood. 12 seconds to go. Wood wants to drive. He dishes off to Parker, far corner, back to Wood. And here's a steal by Koger, and he can't save it from going out of bounds. Boy, he jumped in the passing lane, and I thought he was going to have a steal, but just couldn't save it.
Yeah, that's that quick athletic move that Blaine Koger's done all season, and unfortunately just tipped it, and it rolled down the sideline and went out of bounds.
6.4 seconds to go for Kokomo, leading 34-32. Polk inbounds to Wood, deep in the backcourt. 5 seconds to go. Wood quickly into the front court. Top of the key, fires a 3. No good. Rebound tipped up by Polk, and he caught called for a foul. Over the back with 0.8 seconds to go, and that's his 3rd foul with 0.8 to go.
Yeah, Polk, a big, strong, athletic player, has been getting rebounds all night, but unfortunately, he just didn't time that one very well and jumped over the back.
Jeff with a last chance at a bucket here. 0.8 to go. They'll have to go like before. 0.8 enough time to get a shot off. They're down by 2. Into Richardson. He'll launch from three-quarter court, and it's short. Third quarter score. Kokomo continues to lead. 34-32. Same score they led by left to right. Down by 2. Good one here against Kokomo tonight. 34-32. Kokomo leads. Just underway in the final quarter. Hinkle with the ball. He pulls up from the foul line. Missed it. Rebound on the floor, grabbed by Parker of the Wildcats. He races into the front court and now stops to set up the offense against man-to-man pressure by the Broncos. On the dribble, Parker. Far sideline to Anglin. He's called for travel. So 14 Wildcat turnovers. Jeff's turned it over 9 times in the game. And we'll see if Jeff can tie it or take the lead on this trip. Front court with it. Koger, right wing against the 2-3 Wildcat zone. Far sideline now to Hinkle. To Pointer in the lane. Pointer dishes to Munoz. Far corner for 3. Try, he got it! And Jeff is first ahead. Munoz with 12. Broncos lead 35-34. Munoz with his 3rd made 3 of the ball game. And he tried to get a steal in the front court. Instead, he picked up his 4th foul.
Yeah, Caesar just a little too greedy on there. Hits the 3 on the other end. Ignites the crowd and everything, taking a lead, and then just a little too quick on the jump of the steal there was called for the foul.
19 fouls against the Broncos, so Kokomo will shoot at least a 1-and-1 for the remainder of the game as Jay Hodges checks in, and Cesar Munoz is now going to have to go to the bench now with those 4 personals. Brad Pointer and Cesar Munoz, the only 2 Broncos to have scored in the second half. Alex Anglin, 1-1 for the Wildcats. Free throw short. Rebound to Polk in the lane, and he was fouled. So Eddie Polk will go to the line now for Kokomo, and he'll shoot 2 free throws, a double bonus in effect. Jay Hodges picked up his first personal. Free throw is good by Eddie Polk. He's got 13 points. He leads the Kokomo Wildcats in scoring. In fact, he's the leading scorer in the ballgame amongst all players. Second free throw by Polk is also made. 36-35, Wildcats by 1. 7:08 to go in the ballgame. On the other end, Richardson finds Koger in the near corner for a 3 try. It's no good. Rebound on the floor. Hodges dives for it. We've got another held ball situation. And the possession arrow favors the visitors from Kokomo. Kokomo ball leading by a single point. They inbound against full court pressure in the backcourt with Parker into Anglin. Anglin picked up deep in the backcourt by Hodges. Anglin brings it up the far sideline into the front court. On the right wing, far corner to Wood. Wood on the dribble. And now sends it to Parker out by the half-court line. Guarded very closely by Richardson. Parker keeps his dribble. He's over on the far sideline. Kokomo leads 36-35. Parker picks up his dribble, finds Polk. Polk with the top of the key. He's called for step. 15 Kokomo turnovers. And Jeff will get it back. A chance to take the lead down by 1.
Yeah, once again, credit some good Jeff defense there, forcing Kokomo to turn the ball over on the travel. Just know where to pass the ball to.
Richardson with the ball, front court for Jeff. Near corner to Koger, top of the key to Pointer. He comes down the lane, sends it far corner to Hinkle, and he travels. Darren Hinkle with a travel, 10 Bronco turnovers. But Jeff just really has never been able to get any type of extended momentum going in this game. Down by a point right now, Kokomo ball. Wood with it, and he'll bring it into the front court, picked up defensively by Blaine Koger. Wood on the dribble, top of the key. Keeps his dribble and hands off to Parker. Parker's double team, finds Anglin far sideline. Anglin wants to drive, and he's fouled. There's going to be 2 free throws here for Alex Anglin, and that's going to be the case for the remainder of the game. Every time Jeff commits a foul, Kokomo will have 2 free throws. Double bonus situation as Jay Hodges called for his second.
Yeah, we saw in the first half Kokomo got into foul trouble, and that really allowed Jeff to have the advantage getting to the free throw line, knock down some free throws, and that's really going to hurt Jeff here as Kokomo's with a double bonus.
Anglin's free throw is no good. He's now 0 of 4 from the foul line in the game for the Wildcats. They've struggled from the free throw line.
Yeah, exactly. Then again, if you can't hit your free throws, then it's really not that much of an advantage.
They've missed 8 free throws, and they've hit while hitting 5. He made the second, though, today, Alex. 2-point Wildcat lead, 37-35. Here comes Jeff. Richardson with it, off to Hodges. Far corner to Hinkle. Hinkle puts it on the floor and then finds Hodges. Top of the key to Richardson. Kokomo 2-3 zone defense. It looks like they've extended the zone out a little higher now. Hodges with it far sideline. Far corner to Hinkle. He comes down the baseline and he stepped on the baseline. Turnover, Jeff's 11th. Still down by 2, the Broncos, 37-35. Inbounding in backcourt against pressure, Parker into Wood. And Brandon Wood will bring it into the front court here for Kokomo. Far sideline to Anglin. Anglin now top of the key, guarded by Hodges. He hands off to Parker. Parker double teamed out by the half-court line to Polk. Reverses left side to Anglin. Anglin with Pointer on defense there. Alex wants to drive. Dishes down low to Polk. Loose ball. It's on the floor. Retrieved by Hinks. Hinks puts it up off the glass and scores. Jack Hinks with 4, 39-35. Kokomo leads by 4. Front court, Hinkle with it. Picked up his dribble, needs help off to Richardson on the far sideline. Dallas on the dribble now. Dallas wants to drive. He's in the lane, and he pulls up. He's fouled before the shot. 15th foul against the Wildcats. No free throws here as Jack Hinks is called for his 4th personal. And Cesar Munoz now checks back into the Jeff lineup with 4 personals himself, replacing Jay Hodges. 5:03 to go in the game. Kokomo leads 39-35. Jeff ball. Koger tries to inbound to Pointer, knocked out of bounds by Eddie Polk of Kokomo. Koger will try the inbounds pass again, baseline right. Into Hinkle out high. Now it's Munoz with it. Richardson with the ball, top of the key. Against the 2-3. Off the Munoz far sideline, right back to Richardson. Dallas on the dribble. Again to Munoz over on that far sideline, right back to Dallas again. Dallas wants to drive in the lane. He's in the lane, and we've got another foul against Kokomo. This will be their 16th foul. Goes against Joseph Parker, his second. Jeff still down by 4. They keep the ball. Pointer with it. Baseline right. He drives the baseline, and a blocking foul called on Hinks. Hinks is just fouled out. So Coach Baumgartner of Kokomo left him in there, and he fouled out. And this will be a free throw situation for Brad Pointer. Pointer has 0 for 1 from the foul line here in the game. He's got 9 points, all of them in the third quarter. So Hinks will check out with 5 personals, replaced by Josh Gard. Pointer will try to cut into the 4-point deficit from the foul line, and 1-1 for the senior here. And Pointer gets the ball here. Foul line. It's in the air, and it is good. Pointer into double figures with 10 points. Brad awaits second opportunity here. He dribbles at the foul line. It's in the air, and it is no good. Rebound grabbed by Kokomo's Anglin. 2-point lead for the, actually 3-point lead for the Wildcats with 4:35 to go here in the contest. Parker with it in the front court. Top of the key, it goes to Gard. Gard guarded by Pointer. Right wing now to Wood. Wood on the dribble. He hands off to Anglin. Anglin on the dribble. Double team, down low to Polk. Polk on the baseline, muscled it in. Polk was 16, 41-36, Kokomo on top. Jeff right back up the floor. A little stutter step move by Dallas. Comes inside. The runner good. Dallas with a tough shot. He's got 14, 3-point lead for the Wildcats.
Yeah, great quickness for Dallas down low with the big guys down low, just floating it over top of them after splitting the defenders.
Wood with the ball. Front cap for the Wildcats. Spins in the lane, and he's fouled by Blaine Koger. Koger with his second personal. 2 free throws here for Brandon Wood. He's got 5 points in the game, and he's actually done okay from the free throw line for the Wildcats tonight. He's hit 3 of 4 opportunities.
Yeah, here's where being in the double bonus really hurts Jeff, because, you know, even on a foul where Koger, they're stopping his momentum. Not after a shot, you know, it's still going to send him to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Wood made the first. He's got 6. And Kokomo leads by 4, 42-38. And he missed the second, did Wood. Rebound to Koger for the Broncos, off to Richardson. He's quickly into the front court. He wants to drive inside. Had a shot blocked by Gard. Here comes Polk into the front court. 1-on-1 against Koger. Got by Koger and scored. 6-point lead now for Kokomo, 44-38. On the other end, Munoz with a 3 try. It's no good. Another rebound for Polk and a foul against Jeff. And this game now here in a matter of a half minute or so, Nick, could begin to slip away from the Broncos here all of a sudden.
Yeah, you know, the block on the other end by Gard and then the layup by Polk. You know, Jeff really starting to fall behind here. And Darren Hinkle just picked up his 4th foul to make matters even worse.
6-point lead for Kokomo, 44-38 with 3:35 to go in the game, and 2 free throws coming from Eddie Polk. He's got 20 in the ball game, 20 points. Actually, check that, 18 points. Got 19 now, as he's 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Eddie's second free throw is also good. Now he's got 20. 46-38 is the Broncos deficit. 3:30 to go in the game. Front court, far sideline, Munoz with it. He's trapped over there. Off the Hinkle right wing, inside to Pointer, and Pointer fouled. So a 1-on-1 situation coming here for Brad Pointer. Foul called against Josh Gard, his third. Pointer 1 for 3 from the foul line in the game. 10 points for Jeff in this game for Brad. His team down by 8. Pointer eyes the free throw. It's in the air. It's no good. Rebound. Knocked out the Pointer. He comes down the lane. Missed the shot. Hinkle with a rebound. His shot blocked there by Anglin. Hinkle got it back. Blocked again by Anglin. Jeff keeps it. Now he's got a Kokomo foul. Going to go against Eddie Polk. Jeff will go back to the line for another 1-on-1 situation. A wild scramble there as Hinkle had a couple of shots blocked, and then Richardson ended up being fouled by Polk. Polk's 4th personal. Richardson with 12 points, 1-on-1 situation. He's 1 of 2 from the foul line. He's tied for team honors in scoring with Munoz, and now he holds the team honors in scoring with 13 as he made the free throw. 46-39 is Kokomo's lead. Kokomo, again, trying to win for the first time this year. They came into this game 0-2. Second free throw is also made by Dallas. And Jeff trying to keep Kokomo winless. 46-40. Kokomo leads, 3:12 to go in the ball game. We've got a full back again here, 3:12 to go. Jeff down by 6, 46-40 to Kokomo. Kokomo ball in backcourt. Hinkle knocks the inbounds pass out of bounds for the Broncos. Kokomo will retry the inbounds effort here.
Yeah, right now Jeff's really got to settle down. They're only down by 6, 3 minutes to go. They just went through a lot of pressure there by Kokomo. They went through a nice little run. Jeff's just got to settle down here and buckle down because they're only down by 6. There's just 3 to go.
Wood has the ball in the front court here for the Wildcats. Out by the half-court line, guarded by Munoz. Left wing it goes to Parker. Parker tries to come down the lane. His pass deflected, the ball on the floor. We've got a whistle and a foul. And it's going to go against Kokomo. We'll see who picked it up. Joseph Parker called for his 3rd foul. So free throws now at the other end. 2 double bonus situation for Dallas Richardson where he hit 2 just a moment ago. $16 points in the game for Dallas. Looks to make it 15. His free throw is good. Kokomo's lead 5 now. These two teams met once last year at Kokomo, with Kokomo winning 65-49 as Dallas makes a pair. 46-42. Jeff down by 4. They come with full court pressure. 2:50 to go here in the game, and they committed a foul on the inbounds pass. Blaine Coger charged with the foul, his 3rd. So Kokomo now goes to the other end for 2 free throws of their own, and they make them. Nick will just cancel out those 2 just made by Dallas.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why Blaine Coger committed that foul. I mean, he obviously wasn't going to make the steal, and you foul the guy, and in the double bonus now, Kokomo goes to the line to shoot 2.
Alex Anglin, 11 points, is the shooter for Kokomo. And he has really struggled from the free throw line here. He's made 1, but he's missed 4 opportunities, so he's 4 other opportunities, 1 of 5. Here's the free throw by Anglin, and it's good. Got the roll. 47-42 is the Wildcat lead. Of course, these two teams, potential sectional opponents, could see each other later in the year at the Crowley Center as Anglin missed the 2nd. Rebound to Pointer. Comes Jeff down by 5. Richardson front court, off to Hinkle right wing. Hinkle stops, finds Pointer in the lane, left wing to Munoz. Munoz drives inside, and he picked up a foul against Kokomo. So Caesar earns 2 free throws. This is going to go, I believe, against Josh Gard. Actually, it's called on Alex Anglin, and that's his 4th foul. Caesar Munoz, 2 free throws. He's 1 of 3 here from the line in the game, and he's got 12 points. Caesar's first free throw, good. 47-43 is the Kokomo lead. 2:39 remaining here in the ball game. Caesar's second effort is short. Rebound grabbed by Anglin of Kokomo, and here they come. Parker with it now in backcourt. Picked up defensively by Richardson. Parker still in the backcourt. Now he comes into the front court. He stops, finds Anglin left wing. Anglin looks for help, puts the ball on the floor. Now directs some traffic, does Alex. He's double teamed out the half-court line. Nearly traveled, throws it away. Pass intercepted by Koger. Koger will hold things up in the front court. Near corner, firing a three. Munoz short. He got his own rebound. Comes down the baseline, lays it in. Cesar Munoz with 6 points in the quarter. It's a 2-point Kokomo lead, 47-45.
Yeah, fantastic effort by Cesar Munoz to follow his shot there and put in the layup.
Kokomo into the front court. We're under 2 minutes to go in the game. Wood with it. He comes down the lane. His shot in the lane, no good. He got his own rebound. Lost the ball. Koger races into the front court for Jeff. One-on-one against Parker. Throws it in and it's fouled. No! Yeah, they're going to wave it off. They're going to wave it off. They said Koger charged. Parker drew the charge. They wave off the bucket. Oh, yeah, bang call, and it goes against Koger. He picked up his fourth foul. Timeout called called by Kokomo.
Tough call for Jeff because, I mean, if he makes that layup and the foul, he's got a chance to take the lead. It ends up going the other way. He gets the foul. A lot of players for both teams in foul trouble, so that may come into factor here towards the end of the game.
Kokomo with the ball in the front court is Anglin, and he is fouled, and he's fouled by Joe Gamble, who just checked into the Bronco lineup. Gamble picked up the foul, and there'll be 2 more free throws here for the Wildcats. Anglin is 2 for 5 here in the quarter from the free throw line. He's got 12 total points in this ball game. Alex's first free throw is good. He got the roll. 3-point lead for Kokomo, 48-45. Gamble's going to check out for Jeff, replaced by Cesar Munoz. So Cesar with 4 points. Scott Bunnell doing a little offensive or defensive substitutions here. Munoz will come back in for offense. Free throw by Anglin is no good. Rebound by Pointer of Jeff. Off to Richardson. Dallas quickly into the front court. He directs some traffic. Sends it far sideline to Munoz. Back to Richardson. Now to Hinkle. Hinkle on the top of the key. On the dribble now is Darren. Picked up his dribble. And dangerous pass retrieved by Pointer. Pointer jump stops. Comes inside and scores. Brad Pointer got inside for 2. He's got 12. 48-47. Kokomo on top. In backcourt, Anglin with it for the Wildcats. Off to Wood. He comes up the far sideline to the front court. He's double-teamed over there. Needs help. Calls for a timeout, and he's granted the timeout. 1:06 to go in the game. Kokomo by 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to watch the foul trouble here. No stupid fouls, and hopefully see if they can get the ball back.
Kokomo by 1. Here's a violation against Kokomo. Guard got the inbounds pass. He dished off to Polk, and he stepped on the far sideline. 17 Kokomo turnovers, so Jeff can grab the lead now as we approach the 1-minute mark of the game. Richardson with the ball front court, off to Munoz, back to Dallas, right wing to Hinkle. Kokomo 2-3 zone defensively. Dallas with the top of the key as he tries to attack the zone. He tries to come inside, finds Koger in the corner for a 3, and Blade hit it! Koger with a big bucket, his first point. Jeff leads 50-48. Here comes Kokomo. Wood on the other end, fouled on his way to the bucket. He actually made the basket, but they wave it off. And Brandon Wood will have 2 free throw opportunities with a chance to tie it right back up. But Jeff, relaxed a little bit, I think, after that made 3, and now Kokomo a chance to tie it right back up, Nick.
Yeah, that was a huge shot by Koger from the side, and good job by Kokomo to beat the press, quickly get down and draw the foul on Koger, and that's now his 5th, so Koger's going to be out of the game.
Koger gives the Broncos the lead with his 3-pointer. Briefly, we've got 40.4 to go. Koger has fouled out. Only 3 points scored by Blaine, but it was a 3-pointer that gave the Broncos the lead just a moment ago. He'll check out to a nice round of applause, replaced by Miles Robinson. 50-48, Jeff on top. They've been down by, I think, as many as 10 at one point in the game. Free throw shooter for Kokomo, Brandon Wood. He shoots 2 free throws. His first one is made. Wood with 7 points in the game. Wood is now 5 out of 7 from the free throw line. He tries to tie the game, and he does so. 40.4 to go. We're tied at 50. Jeff can hold for a final shot if they choose here and try and win it, or at worst go to overtime. Munoz with the ball front court, off to Richardson. Kokomo appears to be in a 1-3-1 zone now. Pointer high post, a backdoor pass taken away by Kokomo. Kokomo forces a big turnover. Here they come in a tie ball game. Front court with it, Wood. Out by the half-court line, guarded by Pointer. He tries to drive. Little float in the lane. Got it. Wood scores with 14 seconds to go. Kokomo by 2. Here come the Broncos. 10 seconds to go. We've got a timeout called by Scott Funnell to talk things over to set up a play. Wood was by 2 after the second quarter and by 2 after the third quarter. Now they're down by 2 in the final seconds of the game, 52-50. Here we go. Richardson with the ball, top of the key, dribbles towards the right side, cut off, sends it cross court to Hinkle. Hinkle to Pointer, 1 second to go. Pointer traveled with .9 to go. Pointer traveled with .9 to go. The Broncos will not get a shot off, but with .9 to go, Kokomo still has the inbound. Both inbound far sideline into Wood, and he's fouled, but the clock expires.